So I did a video on these guys back in 2018, I think it is, when I got them. And for those that don't know what they are, these are the Replica Stompers. Only 426 pair were ever made and released. And I managed to score a pair in my own size. So it's pretty cool. Because they're such a rare collectible, I'll never wear them. They're premium grade leather, although this top piece I don't think is. That's leather. This back piece I think is a vinyl, but the rest of the shoe, from the grey, dark grey down all the way to the toe, is definitely premium grade leather. And they're extremely well made, really good. The Velcro straps are extremely durable, and the shoe overall is just really well built. It's a shame they only made such a limited run, because now if you want a pair of these, prices on eBay are sort of approaching $2,000, so it's becoming like becoming a bit unaffordable for most people. So in a couple of days time is April 26th, or 426 as some people have come to know it, Alien Day. And the purpose of this video was to show you an alternative if you really wanted a pair of Stompers but couldn't afford the real Reeboks. Then maybe this might be of interest to you. So these are the XCOSER Stomper. XCOSER's a cosplay company in Hong Kong. By no means are these Reebok quality, but you know, if you only want to spend $120 and not a few $1,000s, they might just fill your need. I think they're well made for what they are. They're quite okay, and for a display pair I think they'd be more than okay. They're not accurate, white sole versus the Reebok red sole. In fact, this little red line here is actually only a piece of tape, like a decal. Velcro is not great, it's very limited. I mean, the shoe's vinyl for starters, it's not leather like the Reebok. So it's not even, it's lined in the top part of the cuff, but that's about it. There's no sort of lining in this part of the shoe on the inside at all. So they're not even like really comfortable, and I think you want to be wearing them for too long. As I said, everything's pretty thin. Straps have got minimal Velcro. There's no branding on these. So you might remember a couple of years ago, there was knockoff Nike mags turned up on the market, and they were branded as such. So you had a Nike mag on the heel and you had the Nike on the strap, even though they weren't official Nike products. These certainly are not official by any means, and there's no branding whatsoever on these. I guess it's kind of like the Hollywood costume version of the Nike mag. It had no branding either, but it was licensed for Back to the Future 2. These aren't licensed, by the way, they're just a knockoff high top. But what is cool about them though, they're close to the correct size, and while the shape's off a little bit, unless you've got the real shoes to compare them with, you probably won't notice too much. So let's take a look at the comparison. So I've just stuck the real right shoe next to the left fake, so you can see how they sit together. As you can see, for a replica, it's not bad. I mean, it's almost the right height. This is a 9.5, this is a 10, and you know, it's almost the full 11 inches. It's probably 10.5. Some of the things that give it away or make it look a bit cheap, the way they've done, like the Velcro attaches. If you look at the inside of the shoe here, I mean, it's gorgeous the way they've blended that in, and then that just the strap just extends out of that piece. With the XCOSER shoe, it's a bit of an afterthought, just sewn on. It would have been nice if they'd at least reverse stitched that so that it folded over. Same with all the straps, they're just sort of just stitched on at the last minute. It's a real bit of an afterthought. But I mean, you know, if you wanted to, they're recognisable now. And if you wanted to cosplay Ellen Ripley from the Aliens movie, perfect. You know, without having to spend the big bucks. I'm sure you could make up some fake branding for them if it was really that pressing for you. So yeah, like on the real Reeboks, your red sole or red and dark grey sole. The XCOSER gives you a generic basketball wannabe white sole with this piece of red tape around it, trying to mimic. You can actually see that move just then. Mimic the red underneath. From a side profile, these aren't too bad. Yeah, no, they're not too bad at all actually on the side. In fact, I actually like the shape of this one better than the real shoe in some ways, because I just like how that's parallel to the grey, where the real shoe is not. So if you look at the real shoe, pull it back a bit. Yeah, you got the grey goes at one angle and the white goes at another angle. So yeah, I actually kind of like the XCOSER cut on that part. They're not real. Well, actually both shoes. The Reebok is quite soft here in the middle as well. These are really soft because there's, like I said, there's next to no lining. The lining does go down to about that red line, and that's about it. So they've just added a strip where Reebok's done a really nice job of embossing a whatever that is material in there. The midsoles, as you can see, they're I mean, it's close, but it's not, you know, it's, I mean, given that the price is like, these are, you know, these are 1/10 the price, they're not too bad, considering when you look at how badly made the first of the Nike Mag rip-offs were. Granted, they were like $60 or something, I think I got my pair for, but you know, they were terribly made compared to later versions of the shoe. And so for a first run, these aren't actually too bad. At least the colorway is correct, which is more than I can say for the original knockoff mags. You know, they're light. You'd be okay wearing these, I think, for most of a day, I guess. You know, if you had to walk around a con, you'd be okay. They do get a bit hot because they are vinyl. They're not going to breathe versus leather. But you know, so moving around to the front of the shoe, the Velcro on the real Reeboks is intense. You know, it's full right across the strap, and it goes through this little eyelet here, and then goes back onto itself. So it's pretty full on. The XCOSER is a single strap, and it just attaches with a single piece of a little square of Velcro. So not great. The part that's probably annoying is the tongue is quite narrow. It's only just wide enough to sort of fill the gap between the two uprights, where if you look at the strap tongue, sorry, on the real shoe, it's massive. Let's pull these out for you. Let's have a look at that. This thing is huge, and really well padded and wraps right around on the inside. Again, they've just used cheap vinyl material, and it's quite thin and unimpressive by comparison. In fact, they haven't even yeah, all they've done is just, they haven't even add the little embossing around the edges or anything. They've just, with that little cover strip piece, they've just stitched it, and that's about it. So, you know, it's one of those things. Depends on how badly you want the shoes, I guess. As I said, for me it was more an impulse buy. Just jumped on eBay one day, found this pair for a price that I was, well, more than I wanted to pay, but it was like, you know, when you, because I knew what I was getting into, it was a case of, well, you know what, I really do want this pair. And so I bought them, and you know, because they cost what they did, I'm not wearing them, so display pair only. In fact, I even bought one of these horrible things to enhance the display. So there it is, the fake Reebok Stomper, or unbranded Stomper for aliens. So thought I'd just show you those. So these are from, as I said, from XCOSER. XCOSER's a company, I believe it's in Hong Kong. If you Google XCOSER, it'll take you to the website, which is not the best website to order from, but they were quick to deliver. Less than 3 weeks from placing the order to delivery, so it wasn't too bad. And because it was my first order, I ended up getting free shipping, so that was pretty good as well. Not sure what else I really want to say with these, but yeah, they yeah, not fantastic, but not terrible either at the same time. So I think, you know, if you're looking for a way to enhance your collection, if you're an Alien fan that doesn't want to spend the big bucks on the genuine Reebok, I think these are quite a decent shoe to add in as a replica prop. Thanks for watching. Happy Alien Day for the 26th, wherever you may be watching from, and we'll catch you in the next video.